Breaking news that will shake the entire league. You have no idea what just happened behind the scenes at the training facility today. Hold your breath, because a major playmaker is officially returning to the field, but at the same time, we have a massive list of starters who are missing practice right before a critical matchup. This could change the entire playoff race in the AFC. But before I reveal all the details, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now, and comment your name and city below so I can give you a shout out. We are building the strongest community here, so don't miss out. Now, let's get into the hard facts. I am reporting today on a major development regarding the Houston Texans roster as they prepare for a high-stakes Week 17 clash. The big story coming out of the building is the full return of rookie running back Woody Marks. After missing the Week 16 victory over the Las Vegas Raiders due to a nagging ankle injury, Woody Marks was seen as a full participant in Tuesday's practice. This is a massive boost for an offense that has been looking for more explosive plays in the ground game. Woody Marks originally suffered that ankle injury late in the game against the Arizona Cardinals, and while he tried to push through it last week, the coaching staff opted for caution. We saw a committee approach with Nick Chubb and Jawar Jordan filling the void, but having Woody Marks back at 100% changes the dynamic of what Bobby Slowick can call on third downs and in the red zone. Woody Marks himself spoke to the media, noting that while no one is ever truly 100% at this point in the season, he feels close enough to make a significant impact. This is a young man who has already played the equivalent of a full college season and then some, but his fresh legs will be vital against a Los Angeles Chargers defense that specializes in taking away the deep ball. Statistically, Woody Marks provides a dual threat capability that keeps linebackers honest. His ability to leak out of the backfield and create mismatches is something the Texans missed dearly against the Raiders. However, we have to look at the broader picture, and it's not all sunshine in Houston. While Woody Marks is back, the injury report is still looking quite crowded. Head coach DeMeco Ryans is dealing with a bit of a nightmare scenario on the defensive side of the ball and along the offensive line. We have 8 players who are listed as non-participants on Tuesday. The most concerning name on that list is undoubtedly Derek Stingley Jr. and his fellow cornerback Kamari Lassiter. Having Derek Stingley Jr. sidelined at this stage of the season is a major blow to the secondary. We know Derek Stingley Jr. is one of the premier shutdown corners in the league when healthy, but his absence leaves a massive hole in the scheme, especially when you consider the passing attack they are about to face. If Derek Stingley Jr. cannot go on Saturday, the pressure on the pass rush becomes exponentially higher. Speaking of the pass rush, the defensive line is also taking hits. Danico Autry and Sheldon Rankins both missed practice. These are the anchors of the interior and the edge, players who provide the veteran leadership and the grit needed to stop the run. If you lose your top cornerback in Derek Stingley Jr. and your primary interior rushers at the same time, you are asking for trouble against a veteran quarterback. The situation at offensive tackle is equally dire. Both Ariante Ursary and Trent Brown were non-participants. DeMeco Ryans was very honest when he addressed the media, acknowledging that the team is banged up at the tackle position. This is a short week, with the game scheduled for Saturday instead of Sunday, meaning there is one less day for recovery. If the Texans have to start backup tackles against the likes of Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, CJ Stroud is going to be under constant duress. This is where Woody Marks becomes even more important. If the offensive line is struggling to protect in long pass situations, the Texans will need to rely on the quick strike ability of Woody Marks and the short passing game to neutralize the rush. We also saw Azeez Al-Shaair return to practice, which is a huge sigh of relief for the linebacker corps. As a team captain, Al-Shaair is the heartbeat of that defense. His return, coupled with the return of Woody Marks, gives the Texans a fighting chance, even with the other injuries mounting. We also saw a Johnny Carter designated to return from the injured reserve. While Carter has primarily been a special teams contributor, his presence adds much-needed depth to a secondary that is currently reeling from the news about Derek Stingley Jr. and Lassiter. Looking at the historical context, the Texans have often struggled with late-season injuries, but the next-man-up philosophy under Ryans has been more effective than in previous years. The salary cap implications of these injuries are also worth noting, as the Texans have heavily invested in the health of their core starters. Players like Derek Stingley Jr. are cornerstones of the franchise, and any long-term absence affects the team's valuation and strategy heading into the postseason. The return of Woody Marks is the silver lining in a very cloudy Week 17 outlook. If Woody Marks can replicate his early season form where he was averaging over 4 yards after contact, it will take the pressure off a depleted defensive unit. We have to monitor the progress of Derek Stingley Jr. over the next 48 hours. If he doesn't hit the practice field in at least a limited capacity by Thursday, it's highly unlikely we see him suited up on Saturday. The Texans are currently in a race against time. The short week is their biggest enemy right now. DeMeco Ryans is known for being tight-lipped about injuries, but the sheer volume of names on the report suggests that this Saturday will be a true test of the roster's depth. We have to consider how the loss of Derek Stingley Jr. impacts the defensive rotation, and if they will need to bring in more practice squad elevations.
In conclusion, while we celebrate the return of Woody Marks and the boost he brings to the ground game, we must remain cautious about the overall health of this roster. Woody Marks is a game changer, but football is a game of 11 men working in unison. Without the protection for Stroud or the secondary help from Derek Stingley Jr., the task becomes much harder. Stay tuned as we continue to track every update from the practice field. We will be here to provide the latest analysis on whether Derek Stingley Jr. can make a miracle recovery or if Woody Marks will have to carry the entire load on his shoulders this weekend. This is a defining moment for the Houston Texans as they march toward the playoffs. Every snap, every practice session, and every injury report counts more than ever now. We will keep you posted on the status of Woody Marks and all the other stars as the week progresses. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to keep the conversation going in the comments below.